So hi, I'm Joanna from Joanna Green Health and Fitness, and I focus on the mature people, I suppose, more mature, and actually you can be any age, but yes, and I essentially focus on doing exercise outdoors, and I like to do focus on actual general health and fitness, not specifics. I can do specifics, but I generally am looking at general health and fitness and rehabilitation if we do get injured, or prehabilitation, which is avoiding injury in the first place, which is what I really focus on. So the health and fitness focus on prehabilitation rather than rehabilitation, but rehabilitation if needed. So the series of exercises I have for you are based on mobility, flexibility and strength and tone. And the main reason for doing this series of exercises is that I give my clients a lot of stretches, strengthening exercises and mobility exercises, and quite often they're keen to do the exercise at home, but they've forgotten what they're doing. So I'm doing this series of exercises for you to keep referring back to the exercises to help you do it regularly at home, because essentially, especially mobility and stretching exercises, really highly recommended that you do those daily. The strength and tone exercises, that can vary a lot from 2 to 3 times a week, or whatever you're doing the strength and tone for. But the mobility and flexibility are for daily if you can, and some more than others, and that's entirely up to you as an individual, which ones you do more of and less of. The exercises I have selected for this series are what I feel are easier, a bit more practical to do, indoors, outdoors, sitting down, standing up, on the move if you're going out for a walk, fitting it in there, listening to the radio, watching your favourite TV programme, ideally fitting these things into your lifestyle as best you can, so that you do get to do them daily if you can. The exercises, there are many other exercises that can be done, stretching exercises, strengthening, toning. The selection I've selected for you are, as I say, to be practical and for general health and fitness. So there are loads of others, and I'm not saying these are the most effective, but for me, these are the exercises that I feel are safe enough and effective enough for general health and fitness. My selection of exercises are also focusing on using limited space and time. So they are practical. You can do them on the move. You can do them indoors, outdoors, sitting down, standing up. I don't tend to do laying down stretching exercises because they require a bit more space and could get a little bit more involved. So as I say, I've selected these exercises to be practical, easier to do, and using less space. Recommending mobility and stretching exercises. However, most of us actually need to do daily mobility and flexibility exercises because most of us are a bit too tight and stiff. However, there's the odd minority of people who have got a hypermobility condition. So their situation is that they need more strengthening and toning exercises, not so much or hardly any, if at all, of the stretching and the mobility, because they have a problem of the joints literally easily coming out of joint. So we need to strengthen the muscles to keep the joints in place. So just a word of warning for those of you who are hypermobile. Mobility and stretching exercises can be done for all sorts of reasons. Some people prefer to get up in the morning to get moving and mobilised and feel energised to get started for the day, and to loosen up and get some endorphins going with a bit of movement. Others, like me, like to do them nearer the end of the day, listen to my favourite television or radio program and easing out my muscles at the end of the day, or whenever you can fit it into your lifestyle. It's about you and your lifestyle, and the main thing is to get it done. do this mobility exercises, do the stretches whenever it suits you and your lifestyle, and whether it's for relaxation, whether it's for relieving stress, whether it's for waking up and gearing up for an exercise session or for the day, entirely up to you.